Hey guys, I'm actually recording this. Like my voice reveal, I guess. I don't know. I'm doing this because I kind of feel like it. Um, well, I guess I could talk about what I'm drawing. I'm drawing the Hoshidian family from Fire Emblem Fates, and how I chose the poses that they were all gonna do was, well, in my last Fire Emblem Fates video, or I guess the one before that, I did the Norian family. Camilla had her hand on her hip. Xander had his hand reached out. Elise had her staff, and Leo had a glowing thing, or technically his book. But so I really couldn't think of what to have him pose for. For this one, so what I just did was I had to basically do the same thing. Hinoka had her hand on the hip, Lobster Lord had his outstretched hand, Sakura had her staff, and Takumi had his own little glowing thing, aka his bow. I guess I can explain the process of what I do when it comes to drawing. I first use the marker tool and just kind of make some outlines, just kind of a base, and then I just get the brush and then I draw it, and then I make another drawn layer because when I do the first one, typically the lines are all sorts of crooked, not clean at all. They're all sorts of just funky, dirty, not cool. So I do a second layer to clean it up a little bit. This speed paint took me 7 hours and 45 minutes, and it was because it's super detailed. Because, well, one, it's Nintendo, and two, it's a fantasy theme. Everything about their armor and their clothes is really detailed. So I had to really try to make it as close as I could. I didn't make it 100% perfection because I can't really do that. Yeah, it's as close as I could get. It took a long time to do the line art, and then I had to get all the colors right in the right spots, and that's really just what took forever. I had to look at my reference guides a lot just so that I could get this whole thing down, because there's no way I'm going to remember that by staring at the picture for 15 minutes and then being like, okay, well, let's start drawing. Because every time I look at it, there's a little something that I just haven't noticed before. Like, I knew Sakura had a collar, but I didn't know that it led to her cape. And also, I didn't know she had a bow on the back of her head. Just little things like that you notice as you keep on doing it over and over again. I did like how Sakura came out, but I had to turn her eyelash level down because it was over 9,000. Takumi, I really liked how Takumi came out. I think he came out the best. Sakura came out probably second best. I also liked how Hinoka came out. Ryoma just kind of came out okay, I guess. That kind of makes sense though, cause he's the most detailed one out of the bunch, cause he's the Lobster Lord for a reason. I'm not very far in the game, in Birthright yet. I finished Conquest. I'm about halfway through Birthright. I'm at the Opera House right now with Azura. Then I'm gonna play Revelations. I guess I could talk about what pictures I'm thinking of doing next, cause I got like 3 minutes. Well, I think I'm gonna redo Azura's Dark Song speed paint, cause I did it really fast. It kind of was sloppy at the end because I was tired. And then I'm probably gonna do a Azura Light song. I got myself into Yuri on Ice and Mystic Messenger recently, so I'm probably gonna do stuff with that. Probably a lot of Fire Emblem again, because yeah, because I can, I guess. I don't really know what to talk about. This is really strange, just kind of talking into the mic by myself. No one else is in my room. And it's like, I guess it's just 9. And I guess I could just start working on my Yuri on Ice one later. So I guess I can mention why I decided to do a voiceover instead of like choosing a song. Well, one of the reasons was my friend recommended it, and so I thought it'd be a fun thing to do, kind of new, unique, wee. Also, why not update people about, I guess, what's going on? There's not really anything to update people about. And then I just couldn't figure out a song for this one. Sometimes it takes me a while for me to choose songs for Speedpaint, but the whole time I was drawing it, the whole 7 hours and 45 minutes I was drawing it, just couldn't figure out a song, because it's like, you choose songs that are good for Speedpaint, but it doesn't really make sense mixed in with, just certain themes. And I basically used all the songs that I kind of wanted to use for Fire Emblem in my Azura Speedpaint and the Conquest Speedpaint. Oh yeah, and I'm probably gonna remake the Conquest Speedpaint because that one didn't really end up very well. I have more practice now because I made that like 6 months ago or something. I really wasn't ready for it. And also my computer, like my Paytool say, tried to crash many times when I was drawing. So you might notice that a little bit in there. It was being very evil. I would get it wanted to crash when I was saving it. So I'd get really far and then I would save it and then it just said it would crash and then I wait and wait and wait forever. And then it finally works. But, well, it's almost the end. So I guess I could just say goodbye, have a nice day, don't die, and yeah, have a good day.